Have you ever watched the movie Ready Player One? It's a sci-fi movie wherein um, the characters enter a world, a virtual world, and they figure out challenges and have to conquer it so that they can inherit the treasure that was been left by the founder of that world. And the very first challenge has been ongoing for so many years, but no one has ever solved it. And that's just the first challenge. Until the protagonist figures out what to do, how to conquer it. And so that scene comes in, the green lights lit, and everyone goes as fast as they can because it's a race. Uh, and initially, the protagonist was doing that as well. But in this instance, instead of moving forward, just as everybody did, he moved backward. And an entrance opens up, which leads him to the finish line, allowing him to conquer the challenge. Because it's not whether you are doing it uh, in the same direction as others are, and it's also not even if you are faster or better than them, but rather it is whether you are moving into the right direction. It's not whether you are following others, but whether you are following Jesus, whether you are following God. In today's readings, uh, Paul was telling the people, the Israelites, that we were teaching you, but you rejected. And so we taught the Gentiles and they accepted it. And the Israelites could not accept it because they have been doing the same thing and they could not accept that they were wrong. But like I said, it is not whether everyone is doing it and you are doing it with them, but rather whether it is the right way that God intended. And the problem was because their mindset was that we cannot be wrong because we know it. In fact, everyone is doing it, so we cannot be wrong. So instead of finally reaching or understanding, figuring out what Jesus intended, they missed the mark and have failed to recognize God with them. Emmanuel, God with us. They failed to recognize the Son of God, Jesus. Brothers and sisters, it is the same with us. Almost all the world right now is telling us to do something, to be something, to get something, to achieve something, to go somewhere, that place, that thing that everyone else desires. But God is not asking us to do as others are. God is asking us to do the right thing. But the problem is, we are looking for the right thing in the wrong places because we are being influenced by the world. Thankfully, um, we have a guide in the church, we have a guide in the Bible. But let us soak ourselves in God's word and God's church. Because maybe, just maybe, we might be moving in the wrong direction. And maybe this video is God telling you, hey, you need to make a U turn and go to the right direction.